From the oldest capital city in the Americas, founded in 1325, EA Sports coverage of the NFL.
I got it. It's by your sister Dora.
Tonight, it's another installment of the International Series, and we've got a good one on tap between the Kansas City Chiefs and our home team. The NFL season is hit high gear. Off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Mahomes now on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And that's going to be intercepted. It's the all-pro safety, Derwin James. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
79. Explode it. Load it. Red, touch.
Now a carry by the 3rd-year man. This is Austin Eckler. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Load it. General West.
Mike, 53, Mike.
Hey, I'm going to go load it.
Rivers to throw it. It's complete to Williams. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
A good pick up there of 20 yards. Running on first down, Eckler. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Rivers. And this is complete. It's Allen. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. Now a fake on the give. Here's the run pass option. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties. And they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
The Chargers, a team that's really been plagued by poor field goal kicking the last decade or so, but I think they feel they've solved their problems with Badgler.
I would say so. He went 15 for 16 in 10 games last season, undrafted out of Miami. And remember, he had 5 field goals Eagles in the playoffs against the Baltimore Ravens.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a two-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Throwing now is Mahomes. Flushed out right. And he took it in one-handed. What a grab. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A gain there of 30 big ones. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Race no trap. Race no trap. He's coming. Double up. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
So line of scrimmage still with 39 on 2nd and 10. Mahomes to throw once more. This for his running back, McCoy. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 14. LaShawn McCoy, the 31-year-old running back, his first carry. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Check 3. 80 weapon. 80 weapon.
On 2nd and 7, Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Pro Bowler Tyreek Hill, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He can run for it. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And this is recovered by the Chargers.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, we had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play, and maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
They started on the ground with Eckler, and he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it 2nd and 7.
Cluster.
Check 26, check 26. Switch.
Hey, downtown.
Check 37, check 37.
Load it. 180.
On second down, Eckler. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down.
53 flag. Check 53 flag.
Hey, I'm gonna go load it. Load it.
From the gun, Rivers.
Oh!
They're going to be incomplete.
Come on,
So it
baby.
doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football, but you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away, and it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction.
Let's go.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is just... He's got a man.
Oh my
An
God!
impressive
Come
31-yard
on!
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Oh my goodness, that was just
Looking for the gun,
crazy.
Mahomes. He finds McCoy. And he's going to get
Man.
this inside the 30. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup with someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Flush to his right. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The Chargers trot out their dime package, expecting a throw on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And he nearly got
I can't
forced
do
himself,
it.
but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Here we go with Williams. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Charger defense stands tall and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. It's Williams on the catch. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action.
Hey, 79! 79!
Check, check. Here we go, here we go.
Q. Orange 5-4.
44. Drop deep, drop deep. 44 is the mic. 44 is the mic.
A first down throw here for Rivers. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Attack! Attack! Attack!
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Looking deep, and this is caught at the 20. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Sammy Watkins, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it out past the 35. The Charger drive about to get going. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll get this to Eckler. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The coverage good that time by Kendall Fuller. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And he fires one that's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it. And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
On first down, Mahomes. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Mahomes now on first down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now here's Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight and never down, right?
They'll try and run for it with McCoy. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. And Butker able to put this one through. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, my 7.
Let him know.
12.
Mike spoke well.
Smooth.
Win championships, baby. 44 is the Mike. 44 is Mike. Check. Check pass.
Q. Hey, Delta.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw.
Oh my goodness!
Incomplete. The Bills
Come
are going to come up empty on this first
on.
drive of the second half.
I don't know
Still
what it
down
is
by
when
that
I
slim
play this
margin.
nigga.
Yeah,
Just the
that's okay.
funkiest
When you
things
analyze it,
happen.
they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
This is fucking crazy.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Yellow. Argolani! Slam!
Throwing is Mahomes on third. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. Not that time for Watkins.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively, getting inside the quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively.
Look at this nigga just has my game. Will lose by 50 to everybody and beat me. I don't know what it is. It's a nightmare for
If
me.
you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not
It's
exclusively,
a
but
nightmare
before.
for
That was a
me.
nickel package there, and what a
I
pickoff.
cannot
Why is that? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs
No,
than ever
what it
before. This
is.
has become a passing league, and because of that, more defensive backs on the field on most plays.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't
Look
afford
at
just
that. I
bunker
mean, I
in
can't
there.
run on him. I can't
Good field
pass
position
on
means
him.
go ahead and attack on offense.
I
Try and press the
can't do
advantage a
nothing
little
on
bit.
him.
They just have to be better with the football on this
So
possession.
the last one, that didn't bother you too much last time.
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Once more, here's Eckler. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. In on the tackle, Alex Okafor.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
I cannot.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Working out of the gun, Rivers.
Look
For the
at
4th time tonight, it's an interception.
I don't know. This guy just knows everything.
Territory at the 45-yard line.
It's amazing.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to LaShawn McCoy. And it's second down.
Started to look like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes. He'll set up the screen to McCoy. He's got the first down here inside the 30. That one covers 29 yards. First down. And another example right there, Charles. McCoy is good getting the ball handed to him. He's also dangerous in the passing game.
You put him in space, and you've got trouble as a defense. And they organize that one very well because, you know, the screen game, when they're deceptive that way and they create that space for him, look out. And he turned into a heck of a play.
Check safety, check safety. Oh.
Yellow.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. And that'll bring up second down.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Check, check. Lucky. Switch. Check.
Yellow.
Check three.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
This nigga just, like, I don't know.
And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. After the penalty, it's McCoy. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. He may try and run for this. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
Butker, what a pickup he's been for Kansas City the last 2 years. Remember, he was drafted by Carolina to be the eventual successor to Graham Gano. That didn't pan out. Casey got him as a free agent. He's been really good.
Yeah, Gano said, oh no, I'm keeping my job. But Butker found his home in Kansas City, a franchise record for points scored in his first 2 seasons.
The Charger drive about to get going. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Here is Eckler. Darren Lee there to get him down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chunking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got just pin their ears back and get after him now.
Rivers on the money to Benjamin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Rivers now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Rivers. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. To throw again on 2nd down. Rivers for Keenan Allen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 30. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th.
Guys, game situation. Let's go. Bobo for Mike. Mike Bobo. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
Rivers on first down. Benjamin's got it. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
44, 44, Mike, 44.
They'll throw again. Rivers completes it to Benjamin.
Come on.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
All day, every day, any day. 44 to Mike, 44 to Mike. Check, check.
Rivers on 3rd and 2. And this is complete. It's Allen. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Austin Eckler with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Going deep here for Watkins.
Come on, baby.
And incomplete. Casey Hayward, the Pro Bowler, there to knock it away.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mahomes looking again for Watkins, and this time that's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Hey, 43, 15. Attack. Yellow.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes being chased out. Mahomes hit. He lost the football.
Come on. Look at man.
Not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams
Oh, wow.
That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Dancing to his left. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely love.
My God, man. This is just unbelievable.
After that gets their fired out, that's a big game. Mahomes now on 1st down, escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Look at the no-look pass.
Punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The no-look.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Hey, 57.
Mahomes now to throw. He finds McCoy. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 23 yards the pickup there. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds.
And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Uchenna and Wosu got the sack there. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. From the shotgun, it's a give to McCoy. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It'll be a loss of 1, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Yellow, 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 yellow. Ship. Here, recall. 132 fight.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Steps away to his left. That is caught by Williams for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
The Charger drive about to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with it?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory.
And now here's another interception. Darren Lee picks it. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
The extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This fielded at the 2. And they finally get to him, but not before he's past the 45 to the 46-yard line.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 46. Back to it after the pick 6. Rivers. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. This pass finds its way to Williams. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. He's the guy, Mike Williams, that the Chargers took 7th overall a couple of years ago. Battled injuries as a rookie, but in full health last year, he caught 43 passes with a knack of really finding the end zone. 10 of those 42 catches went for touchdowns. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That's a gain of 31 with right around 1 minute to go in the quarter. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. 2nd and goal from the 1. Now Rivers rolling to his right. He finds his receiver Williams for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And this is going to be intercepted. Darren Lee picks it.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there. But that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Hey, 57, 57. Yellow, yellow. Yellow, yellow.
Alert 3.
Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. Flushed out right. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
Check Mike 57. Mike 57. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Hey, 15. Come back. Hey, 57.
Check 26. Check
Yellow. 43. 43.
And again, it's Mahomes. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field.
Check this out. We got 3. We got 3.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
Stay with your man. He's checking.
Easy. Hey, 57 color. Hey, rip with. 15.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end.
He's by himself, Keenan Allen. He's at the 40, past the 20, 10, and a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. Now, one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. Well, an interesting finish to this one. They get in the end zone at the end of the game. Then they went for two. It wouldn't have mattered. The game was over, but they didn't get that two-point conversion.
I think trying to get the 2 points, that was for pride for them. But obviously the guys on the other side of the ball had some pride too. They stopped the 2-point play, even though, as you noted, it did not matter. So both teams battled to the end.
So for the Chiefs, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And now it's off to the airport for a date with customs and a long flight north to the U.S. Meanwhile, for the home team here, they go down to defeat for just the second time in 11 games so far. And they will finally get an extra week to heal up a bit as they will get the late bye in Week 12. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.